Hello and welcome to episode 4 of our Grand of Aces Let's Play. Now, since the last episode, you're going to notice some different things, and that is because, well, I decided to let the game run on a bit, and during the kind of, whilst it was running, I had several air raids, many of them, quite a few of them crippling. For example, I think it was a Heinkel, basically demolished this entire building. So yeah, that's that gone, and also badly damaged this as well. So which this was going to be a cruise, basically a place where crew can come and eat. And also they damaged the storage system too, which we are now remaking out of concrete. Now I'm gonna put another one of these. Actually, how much cement do we got? I'm gonna get another Vickers machine gun. We are going to build this 40mm anti-aircraft gun, and we're gonna place it in right here. First mission of the day: a heavy fighter interception. So we'll send up a squadron of gladiators. So between the this and last episode, I've also gone through and edited a bunch of the cruise roles. I hope in the future that presets will be allowed. So for example, you see how I've got some of these crew here. I could click on this, click on a plus down here, give it an icon maybe, and then I could so for example, so if I needed to, if I wanted to assign more crew members to that specific thing, I could. And I'm gonna go ahead and bin this gladiator, and I'm gonna bin this one as well. Now we're gonna get a certain aircraft in, and now this aircraft is new to, well, relatively new at this point, but we are gonna get ourselves two P40. Mark 1 Kitty Hawks. There we are. Look at that. 650 caliber machine guns. It's an amazing aircraft, the P40. Really is. A tank squad bombing run. That screams of the Kitty Hawk. Yeah, this storage system. So it's going to take some time to build because it's concrete, but the reason why I've done it out of concrete is just because then it really will take a lot to get this destroyed, this roof destroyed. We go over here, just have a look, see. Yes, that's growing nicely. We are needing to face the ace, so we're going to do it into two of the P40s, and also we'll send up. Okay, we won't. We won't bother. We will need bother. Oh, also since the last episode too, we've also had some casualties on the base. So we've got Keith Edwards, James Hunt, and Fred Bates. A factory bombing run in Liège. So let's see if we can send up the gladiators, because these are cheap to replace. That was a failure, and we lost two of the gladiators. And we got another parking bay in. Yeah, so I also added in this other runway, which you probably saw, and basically we're kind of extending this all the way up. This is supposed to be a bomber command airfield, but at the moment it seems like once we get kind of the main base built and cemented and so on, then we'll have to kind of wait on that. But it's not entirely stupid though, because obviously when we get bomber crews in, because there's going to be quite a few of them, we're actually going to need beds and so on for them. So that's actually what this is going to be. It's going to be another crew quarter. Because at the moment, this is what we have. Basically, it's a bunch of wooden beds with some drawers. And then on the back of it, you've got these shelves. Now, the shelves have quite a big radius. If you look at that, you see how big the radius is? So basically, it means that for every one bed, it's actually been served by three of these. Three of these shelves and two of these chest of drawers as well. So, it improves our mood quite substantially. Yeah, so hopefully you guys don't mind me kind of playing on a little bit just to kind of you know, just get some, because if I didn't, we'd be kind of just stuck, every episode doing the exact same thing, waiting basically. Now, along here is going to be, we're going to have some indoor kitchens. And then along the middle, we're going to have a brick door. And then along the sides here, we're going to do some windows. They're doors. We'll do some windows so you can see into the back. And we've got to scramble. So let's go ahead and get ourselves some aircraft scrambled. We have, frankly, a lot of planes. So we'll see. And we've got 2 runways as well, so should speed them up. Oh my god, we destroyed 1 and we lost 4 of our aircraft. Okay. Right, let's see. But there's 1 fighter destroyed. There's a bunch more fighters destroyed. Now we've got some bombers. Oh no. Stukas have been destroyed. Right, okay. What did we lose? Was it just the... Okay. We have a recon mission, so I'm just going to send up 2 gladiators to go deal with it. Because I want the crew, these guys, whilst they're not servicing their aircraft, I want them farming. Completed that one with the loss of a gladiator. It's actually not bad, to be fair, because it was a 30% success rate, so that did it was amazing. What I'm doing here is I'm just rebuilding the source stations and then the metal workstations. So we've got 2 metal workstations, 2 source stations on either side there, and then we've got a radio. We've got a radio in the middle, just to because it increases the confidence of the men, and by doing that, increases the productivity. Realistically, we should probably get ourselves. Hold on. Let me try and bag in one of these radio towers, because they will increase our response time by a lot. So we are going to go ahead and order ourselves a Bristol Blenheim. Here we are, the first aircraft of Bomber Command. Look at that. And by the way, what we'll do is we'll build this up, then we'll demolish the hangar. I think. Because the hangar will help with preventing, it will reduce the wear and tear over time from the elements and so on. But we're fine. But that's fine. We have our first mission for the Bristol Blenheim. It's on a supply run, on a supply drop, along with some gladiators. There he is. Now we've got to try and save up 1,400 bits of concrete for this roof. Reaching the maximum point limit now for points, so I'm gonna have to start looking into getting some crew. How much food we've got? So much food, and so much water. But that's a good thing, though. It just means we've got an abundance of food and abundance of supply. Right, we need to scramble some aircraft, so let's do that. Here we go. We'll scramble everything but the Blenheim. Yep, there we go. Lost 2 planes, killed none of theirs. That's 7 fighters, 3 bombers, and 5 Stukas. 15 aircraft. Okay, shot down some of their all their fighters, I believe, have been shot down. Now here, in come the Heinkels. Oh. Oh dear. That was a success, but we lost 4 of the gladiators. Another one of these where we have a 34% chance to find a parachuted pilot. We'll see if they actually find them this time. And they didn't find them. Again. So this guy, please do something, do something, do something. One destroyed, and it's just a massive air wing. Massive air attack, isn't it? Yeah. In come the Heinkels. And the Stukas. What are you bombing? That was a waste of it. That was a waste. That was a stupid target, wasn't it? So to get to the next runway tier, we need 3 runways. A runway tier 3, and then 6 parking bays. Well, we've got 6 parking bays here, so well, more than 6 there. So that should be more than enough. And once we get to this, I don't know what this means. Route B. So if we get to A, we get one more slot for resources. So for the time being, I'm kind of building up some beds in here. So this is so they're made out of tarp, like the tarp beds. So they're pretty cheap. Pretty cheap to make. And basically the idea is just to give us, just so we can actually get some more crew on the base, and then we can look to make to build these up. Eventually we can then destroy these, but you know. So what I've decided to do is, this is going to be the new medical hut, and I've kind of moved it all the way out. I've kind of put it out of the way, and then what we'll do is we'll surround it with I think we'll have 4. We're gonna have 4 anti-air guns, 20mm, and they can defend. This because, yeah, I think at the moment. Cancel that. Because I think where this is, it's kind of in the middle, which is what I liked about it. Because obviously it meant everything was together, and you know. But obviously when it comes to bomb runs, it's catastrophic. Right, recruit some hurricane. Right, I bought some hurricanes and some gladiators. It's so damn so useful. And I think then upon us getting another medium stand, I think what we're going to do then is we're going to get some de Havilland Flamingos, just because these guys will be very useful in supply drops, which is kind of what we use in the Blenheim for now. We are simply 67 bits of concrete away, or cement away, from getting this complete. And if they get it done quickly enough, we might be able to swap over the shipment to something else. There's those 2 gone. Oh. Oh. That was a slaughter. I mean, fortunately, they cleared out a bit the area that I'm actually trying to clear out anyway, so in a way they did me a favour, but even so. Oh, and the roof is on. Nice! Okay. What we can do now is we're going to pop into here. What we got for planks? We've got plenty of planks, but I'll throw in 2 anyway. Then I'm gonna throw get some simple medicine to help with the other place, and actually no, we're gonna need 2 of these, aren't we? So let's do 2 of these, and then we'll do for you. Yeah, because I would like to make a start on making sure that this area is well catered for and well defended. Yep, and there's the first. The first 2, so, and then we'll have another 2 back here. We were successful, but we lost 2 hurricanes and a gladiator. Right, this is how you cheat stuff. So wall, 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 and then build that on top. Get that prioritized quickly. Hopefully this counts. It just says hang a roof, doesn't actually specifically say it has to fit anything. On it goes, on it goes, on it goes, and shebang. Toolbox, dartboard, stepladder, scaffold, a scramble bell. Oh, and a metal press. Ooh, the metal press. That is useful, actually. Things like this part of the wall also got bombed, so I'll have to place it with more wood. So I think for the moment we will actually just remain with these regular beds, like until such a time where we're swimming in concrete, and we'll build some proper crew quarters with concrete in. So on that basis, then we'll just demolish this, all of that. Which is kind of sad because they are nice looking buildings, but I think at the moment it's quite costly to repair it, which, considering we don't have that many resources, is... I mean, we have quite a few resources, but what I mean is we don't have really that much crew. We only have 24. Which is alright, like, if you consider it, but it's not if you take into account the fact that we have a lot that we need to do. Metal bed, bars, folders, divider curtains, and an espionage radio. Nice. Watch a lot of that. Undivided curtains. That one. Do. Alrighty, guys. I think that's where we're going to end it there for today. So quite a few changes, I would say. Now, and obviously, you know, we are making changes again, but we're kind of having to because these German air raids are becoming more and more intense. So we're kind of having to adapt to that. I think what we're doing now by kind of moving everything out of the way, you know, so it's in its own area, I think that's sensible. This, obviously, we're trying to defend this. Then I think what I would like to do is get some more anti-aircraft guns over here, perhaps. I mean, maybe it could even be wise to like put, say, like where was that clay pit? Here. Maybe it's worth putting like the cement and the bricks over there, just so it's right next to the source. Put a water tower there, and they can get straight to work. Which actually, to be honest, might just be a smarter idea, smarter way of doing things. That I could leave this to metal presses, maybe, so we could make ammo and things. Maybe that's a better idea. And I could get rid of this building, and then we can kind of leave this area a bit open. You know, for the aircraft and for incoming deliveries or something. Anyway, yeah. So we took a lot of casualties today, but you know, mustn't let we mustn't let that get us down. We must push on, and hopefully we can bring this war to an end with our air base. But yeah, until next time, I shall bid you guys farewell. Sure, bye.